Bum, bum, bum. The because y'all know the intro gets me every. That's a banger. You feel me? It is. And what can we do about it? Groove. And that's like what Purry. All right, welcome to another episode. Girl, we not about to do this early. We just started. How you over here tripping off your words already? How you do that? Okay, because yeah. Welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Is y'all good or is y'all straight? Is y'all cool or is y'all great? Oh, we starting off with the bars. We starting off with the bars. Okay, glad because rolling with the homies. Thank you, mom. Is y'all cool or is y'all straight? Is y'all good or is y'all great? Oh, that's crazy to me, Domo. You already lyrical genius, bar bully. Period. All right, welcome to the episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. How you doing? Y'all good? Y'all straight? I'm so glad that you guys are here because this episode about to be too legit, too legit, too quick. All right, so let's get into the house rules. No profanity. It's just because why? What are we gonna do that for? It's just too much. It's just too much. It's just too much. No bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why would we want to do that? We all family. All y'all invited to the barbecue and tell them I sent you. Who gonna check for me? Because who? Exactly. Also, this show is called One Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. Oh, here, you already know what I'm about to say. Newcomers, catch on quick. Get you one of us in your circle. I mean, at this point, what y'all doing? Cause how come y'all don't got it already? Don't get you me though. But just get you one of us in your circle. Because we top tier. And then here's the thing. My guest is raising the bar even higher, so the tier just has it's overwhelming at this point. Because the tier just keeps raising after every guest. And it's just wild to me. Like, dang. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill with the greatness. Because we just ooze it. We ooze the greatness and like what can we do? We just gotta sit in it and y'all just gotta be there to grasp it. You feel me? Also, um one of the very one of the most this is one of the most important rules. I'm gonna try to hear me very clearly when I say this. We talk about Jesus Christ on this show. Let it marinate because I know what I'm about to say. JC is a way to be bars. Jesus Christ is better than white rice. The King of Kings be doing his thing. The Lord of Lords is better than Fantastic Four. Oh, it just keeps coming. It doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. El Shaddai be sitting up on high. Oh my! The Lion and the Lamb is better than spam. Oh, Dumbo, just lay them light because it's just too much. It's just, but what can I do? When you're a lyrical genius, it just happens like that. It just comes out. You feel me? I can't do nothing else. I just gotta let it flow as you go. Oh, pipe it down, Domo. Pipe it down. All right. So also, last house rule: This show is a one of slow it down. This show is one of the very few shows that has a disability that Domo. Domo. You gotta okay. We've been doing this way too long. This show is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disability and or medical conditions. All heads. Uh-huh. Say it with me. Newcomers catch on quick. Lady O, Mother Ava DuVernay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We just about to see both of y'all. You feel me? I mean, Lady O is getting fall. The leaves are falling. So we might have to take it on the inside. We was at the outside for a second. We gotta take it on the inside. You know, pumpkin spice must be nice. Okay. After that, thank you for your time. It's time to get our locks in. I lock a fella. Mother Ava DuVernay. I'm sitting in chair 1. She's sitting in chair 2. We're gonna do what we do. Chopping it up. It makes sense in my head. That's all I'm gonna say. It does. Hi, Grandma. I love you. It just does. It just makes sense in my head, and that's it. All right. So, for the month of August, there is no awareness ribbon of the month, but we still want to represent all the awarenesses that hold light to surviving, to conquering, to just trying to make it work, dealing with ... So on this show, we represent you. We appreciate you. Thank you for your fight. Thank you for representing who you are, and thank you for being 1 billion brave strong. You feel me? All right. So a few things I need to get off my chest. One, let's start with the top. My ponytail started off up here, and you see where it is. Now, here's the thing. No one told me, and no one tells you, but I'm going to tell you. No one told me that when you get locks at a certain length, they become real heavy. No one told you that. But here's the thing. I don't believe I've come this far. For Jesus to leave me. I don't feel no ways tired. My God. Come too far. Where I started from. Huh? My God. But no one told me that. And here we are. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay? Part 2. Why is I can't girl, why can't you fit in your shirts? I could fit a whole 3-month-old baby in my bosom. Girl, what size do you wear? We don't know. I mean, just bothersome. Nothing fits the huh? Why is this so 2 people can fit in this one shirt? Girl, figure out what size you wear and wear that. Because I'm tired of myself wearing my big brother's clothes. Jesus Lord, help us today. What size are we? Because everything is swallowing you and it doesn't look right. And we're sick of it. Figure it out. Part 3. Now this is where the church is in mourning. Okay? The church is in mourning because I have broken one of my glasses. And I mean, my whole heart is crushed. Because what happened? How am I going to see? What am I going to do? The vision is unclear now. I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, I gave it a little fume. I had a little fume, rest in heaven. because all glasses go to heaven, but the church is in mourning. The church is in mourning because, hi, Mom Sonia, love you. The church is in mourning because one of my glasses have fallen away, have drifted away, oh God. It's no longer. It's the prodigal son. Jesus, come on back to the fuck. Woo! Pray my strength while I try to find some glasses to wear. Not these, but another pair. Bar. That was a bar. Pray my strength while I find some glasses to wear. Not these, but another pair. Girl, it comes so easy at this point. It comes so easy. Okay, so my next guest, I am super excited that she is coming on the stage. Like, let me tell you, first off, let's just start here. Mom, that's not the important part. Numbers don't matter. Numbers don't matter. If the church is in morning, yes, yes, I did, and we're in grief, but we're pushing through. We're pushing through because God still sits high and He looks low. Okay, so my next guest, I am super grateful that she is gracing the stage. Fun fact, been knowing her since we were what, 12, 13. So I'm telling you now, this one's gonna be one for the books. Okay? All right. Okay, so gracing the stage, my girl Stephanie. What?
Hello, hello.
Steph, okay, wait, before we do anything, I just got one thing to say. LC,
YD.
let's go. We're the originals.
Period. You
And
know what? I was like, I so want a reunion. I
I,
don't know what
we
the
have
inner kid in me wants a reunion.
we have to. Hi, Mom
I
Jackie.
want
Love
one.
you. We have to because at this point,
Hey, Lady P.
it's LCYD all day.
Yes. I was just telling my kids, I was like, do you not know your mama was in the baddest youth choir ever?
Ever.
Ever.
Has
Like,
no
they
nobody
hated
has
to see us
topped it.
coming. They
Nobody has
hated
topped
us.
nobody has topped our youth department ever.
Ever. Ah,
Child.
it's great
I had to
stuff.
get that out. I had to get that out because they don't even understand.
They
Like,
don't. They
they don't
don't.
understand where we
They
come from.
don't. They don't. Oh God.
That is
We have so many, just so many. They did not
memory.
like us. Just
Man,
so many things. We had fun.
we had so much fun. Okay, all right, so let's get into it. Can you tell us where you're from and the name of your disability or medical condition?
I am from Riverside, California, and I have multiple sclerosis and hyperthyroid. So it's active.
Didn't know part two. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get into it.
That's
So,
recently diagnosed.
okay, because yeah, definitely didn't know about that one. Okay, so let's start with the first one, and then we're gonna, because I want people, well, I want to know, but I want others to know everything that you're dealing with because that's what you do. You a Braveheart over here. Okay, so can you tell us about the MS? How did it start? How did you even know about it? All the things.
I was 20, and honestly, it came literally out of left field. I was working for Mercury Insurance in Rancho, and I was perfectly fine, trying to live my best life. I legit came home one day from work. I thought that because I dropped the AC on really low, I just thought when I woke up in the morning, my arm was just frozen.
Mm.
And so I was like, oh, my arm is numb. It will wear off. But it never wore off. I went to work. I was like, man, my arm is still numb. It won't go away. And so I went home. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, my arm is numb. I was like, it's been like this all day. I don't get it. And so it went on for like 3 days. And so I went, my mom, she was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take you to at that time I had military insurance because I was on my father's insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the doctor, I went to urgent care, and when I told her I described my symptoms to her, I was like, it just came out of nowhere. My arm is numb. I was fine. I don't know what happened. She was like, I think you have MS, but I'm not for sure. So I'm going to send you across the street and I'm going to send you refer you to a neurologist. I'm 20. Okay. Not thinking anything of it. Then the numbness slowly started to move up my left side. And I was like, okay, so this is getting creepy, mom. Like it's slowly moving on only on one side.
Yeah.
And then ultimately it took over my whole left side and I couldn't feel. And I was like, something's wrong. And so I did all of the tests. I did the MRIs, I did the CAT scans, and I literally got to my final test and I turned 21 and I was not in college. And at that time, because I was not in college, I lost my military insurance. So I actually did not get my last test, which was the spinal tap, um, to confirm it. But I had did all of the other tests
Yeah.
um before my insurance ended. And so he still brought me in and he looked at my MRI and he showed me my MRI and the MS is literally in my it's in my brain and it's in my spine, but it's more active in my spine. Um that's what they had said.
Yeah.
So after that, because I did not have insurance, I had to go to the county. And
Mm-hmm.
so then the doctor there, he gave me I started my first medicine, which was Rebif, and I had to give myself injections. And I hated that oh so much. That was the worst because I after about an hour of the medicine kicking in, it was a wrap. I had what is it? Flu-like symptoms. Instantly, I'm getting a fever, chills, teeth shattering in the blanket, literally in pain. And I have to rock myself to sleep until until it goes away. So I literally waited until I was really, really tired to give me that medicine. I was on that medicine 3 times a week.
Wow.
And then ultimately I was like, I'm over it. And so I stopped it. And then it took a couple years and then I finally got approved for my disability. But before that, I had started working because I was like, you know what? I'm broke. I need some money and I like to shop. So this is not gonna work. I live at home with my mama and this is just not working. I
Right.
know that I have this, and so by this time, now is now flipped sides. It's on my right side, but my left side came back and
Oh.
then then it decided to hit my bladder to where it still
Woo.
actually affects me now, to where I couldn't feel. I was actually numb, literally. I was So there was a point I actually could not walk in heels. I Because I'm a girl, I don't believe in leaning, and because I don't believe in leaning in heels, I had noticed I started to lean in my shoes because I could not feel me walking shoes anymore. So I had to stop wearing heels. And even with driving, I could not wear shoes because I could not feel the pedal. So then they started the different medicines and I tried, but I was like, I'm not a pill popper. I was like, this is not working. I don't like feeling drugged.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all want me to do too much. And so then all of that stopped. And then all of a sudden, I started falling out of nowhere. I would stand up and just fall
Wow.
out of nowhere. So I had bruises. My mom made me stop cooking because I started dropping food when it was in my hand because I couldn't feel it fall out my hand because I didn't have any feeling anymore. I had to, even to this day, it's still hard for me to write because because I had to relearn how to write.
Wow.
My I'm supposed to wear glasses. I haven't went and got my glasses,
Huh.
but
I have a few pair if you need some.
um, but God,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I actually, during the pandemic, I took myself off of my medicine. Actually, no, no, no. I kind of low key fast forward. I actually moved to Kaiser once I got on Social Security, and
Yeah.
got what I needed. I moved to Kaiser, and then my doctor he put me on medicine, which I started getting infusions, and the infusions was about 8 hours. So I'm there. This the whole mission. So
Sheesh.
so when people checking in to work. I'm clocking in to go get medicine. And and it's in the chemo department. And so I'm sitting there 8 hours, medicine. I'm just sitting there watching it because at the beginning of it, they have to see if I have a reaction. I actually still do have a reaction to it, but they know that I have it. But before, I didn't know I was having a reaction. So I'm sitting there, my throat itching, but they give you liquid Benadryl, which I liked because I would go to sleep because I'm there for so long.
Right.
So all of that, I did all of that. I'm still on the medicine, but during the pandemic, I took myself off
Mhm.
because um I didn't want to get the COVID shot and they wouldn't let me get the medicine if I did not have the COVID shot. And so I was like, well, fine then. I won't get the medicine. I said, well, Lord, it's me and you because I'm not getting the medicine and we gonna do. And you know what?
Yeah.
God showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
And when I went to go see, finally, I went to go see my neurologist, and he was like, "Let me do an MRI." And he was like, he can see it in my spine still, but it's not as active as it was, but it's still there. And so when I went this last time to go see him, he said, "You know what?" He said, "You've been off the medicine for so long and I see your results." He's like, "I'm going to push you, instead of you getting it every 6 months, I'm going to push you every year." So now I get it every year. And then this last time when I went to go see him, he was like, I want you to do a walk test with me." And so I outwalked my neurologist.
Come
Cause
on.
don't play with me. Sir, I have 4 children. Don't play with me. The Lord has been good to me. He has not left me. And he saw all my falls. He's picked me up. He saw my bruises and
Okay.
all of this. And by the
Okay.
time I was done, I left my neurologist winded. He was over there coughing. And I said, "I'm sorry, Dr. Nielsen."
Cause that's the God that we serve.
He's an on time guy. And
Okay.
he is so I love, like, I had a I had a moment in the car when I before I got home. I was like, because God is just so good. He's been so good to me.
Yeah.
And I look at people who have the same disease that I have, that's been recently diagnosed, that cannot walk. They're
That
in
part right there.
wheelchairs. I
That
can walk. I'm in heels. That's the reason why I wear my heels, because there was a time I couldn't wear them. I
right.
couldn't wear them. So I'm grateful that I can.
Right.
And so
That's
he's so
so
good.
good. Like, and I'm so glad that we're having this conversation because a lot of people don't get the small things that people take for granted
Going
that
to the
we are so
bathroom and
great.
not being able to feel is disrespectful.
That part right there, just the small
That's
getting out the
like
bed.
like, to this point, like, it from when I go to the bathroom, I'll be in there for a minute because I actually have to tell myself mentally to actually go for me,
Yeah,
so that, because I had to train myself to hold it, because I wasn't trying to have any issues. So
exactly.
because of that, no,
Man,
not, but God.
but come on. Okay, so I do want to ask you, so you did mention about like infusions and injections and all of that. So for people that don't know, and I want to learn too, what are the injections for? Like what does it do? And then what type of infusions did you get?
There is no cure for multiple sclerosis. They can only slow down the progression or hope to slow down with the medications the progression of it. But
Mm,
it's the best way I can describe how they describe it is basically like our nerves are wrapped in a cable wire. It's kind of it's protected.
right.
My body is fighting against it and it's unraveling my nerves, which sends your body haywire
Uh,
and it does what it wants to do. And so that's why I lost control over my left side, my right side, my bladder, my my ways of able to walk right
yeah.
and things
That,
like that.
yeah.
And it
Oh,
does affect your vision. And so and it you can lose your life to it. Richard
yeah.
Pryor, he died from complications of
Right.
it. Um
Right. So
so
with yours, like where it is that what affected the numbness and the falling? Like your
yeah, that was at the beginning. But the cold part about it is before I was even diagnosed, I called it an MS hug, but this is really, really disrespectful chest pain. And
mm,
it was 2 years prior before I even got diagnosed. And I was at work when it happened. I never experienced, but my chest, it literally, I felt like it was like an elephant sitting on my chest and like stabbing. Like that's how I couldn't breathe. And
yeah.
so they called the ambulance and I went to Loma Linda. I stayed there all night for them just to simply tell me, oh, we feel your chest is too heavy. And that's what caused it. And so that was my first actual initial sign of MS. But they said it was something completely left field and for
Mhm.
$75,000.
Shit. What?
That's what but I still get it from if I'm high stressed or if I worry.
Okay.
So I have to control it. So I meditate and I have to just step back and walk away.
Yeah.
Um but it literally comes when I say it comes out of nowhere. I can't say when it's gonna come. I've been woken up out of my sleep. I've been having fun, and a MS hug has literally came out of nowhere, and there's nothing I can do there's nothing I could do, and that's the reason why I had different medications. That's why I had morphine and different things. I found I can't take Norco. Um, and I was like, I don't want morphine. I'm not a pill popper. So it's gonna sit
That,
there because I don't pop him.
right. That makes a
That's
lot. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you your flowers because you here. So, like I said, like I've been knowing you since 12, 13. So I've seen before and I've seen after, right? I've seen every part. Been knowing you for a long time. The way you are now, it's so much grace. It's so much peace. It's so different from where you were. And a lot of times people think that because you get older, you get mature. Yes, that is. But when you deal with a medical condition, that a lot of times the trigger is like stress, anxiety, things like that. It forces you to change, but you become so much better as a person in general because
and I
you,
have to give that to my kids too. Me having my babies.
yeah,
My babies literally have made me because I want to be a great example for them. And I don't want them just to see any kind of thing
right,
because of their backgrounds.
yeah.
Um, I'm trying to lead by example.
Yeah, I get that for sure. I want to talk about your kids. And I want to talk about you having kids. Can you have kids? But that whole process. So can you tell us, because a lot of people don't know, the people that go to church, they see you with the kids, but they don't know the backstory, right? So if you're comfortable with sharing, can you tell us, are you able to have kids? How did this all come about with your children?
Okay, so I was previously married, and I was married to a woman, and we actually tried IVF.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually heavier at that time when I did try it. I was like 252, probably up in there, somewhere up in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I we had twins. They were my twins were implanted, but they did not stick.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at home one day, and my favorite show is Criminal Minds. The old one, not this new mess they created, because I feel it's disrespectful. It's getting on my nerve. I like the old Criminal Minds. But there was an episode on there, and it was about a boy. His foster parents sent him back because they got pregnant, and somehow ended up meeting their daughter, and he tried to explain that he knew her parents and that they were his parents too, but she freaked out, and somehow she fell, and he tried to revive her because he was a med student. She died, but they traced it back to him. And I was like, I just, maybe it was because I was just coming off the hormones too, but I was like, I just don't understand why they just didn't have two kids. Like, I just, why? And
Yeah.
so I had told my ex, I was like, why don't we let's foster? Why not?
Yeah.
And so we did. Actually, what I did, I wasn't necessarily going into adoption per se. I actually did foster to adopt. And so that's basically preparing kids that was going to be adopted or go return back to their home. Well, after we were done with our classes and everything, our first placement, actually no, not our first placement. The first placement didn't pan out only because of the location of where they were, and it was like they didn't want us to do that commute. No problem. And so then my older boys now, that's when they came. They were 4 and 1. And so um they they came. They've been with me. They were supposed to go back to family, but family did not work out.
Mm-hmm.
Mom still doing extracurricular activities. And so ultimately she actually stopped coming to the visits, and I was like, why am I still coming and driving all the way here, and ain't nobody really reimbursing me for no gas, and we sitting here.
Right.
So I was getting the attitude. And
Right.
so ultimately, um my babies, if we did not take them, they would have went back into the system
Mm-hmm.
because their families did not want them. And so I was like, well, no problem, I'm gonna take them. And
Right.
so then we adopted in 2019 my first sibling set, which are my older two boys, Anthony
Mm-hmm.
and Jaden. Then I got a whole bunch of other kids. I was like, man, why y'all keep giving me boys? I was literally a boy magnet. I got boy after boy after boy. Then I got my long placement of a baby, and I love that baby so much. I wanted him, but he went back to his family, which
Mm-hmm.
is that's always what it was about. And so my babies, they went back to where they were. Two of them actually went back to their families, which, and I knew that they were going to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I went to Vegas trying to, because I was like, something's going on. I don't know. I need a girls trip. So I went to Vegas, and then I came back home, and then we was like, we got to call. We have a placement, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a baby. He's coming from the hospital. No problem. Okay. And my baby came, and that's my son Emmett. I actually changed his name, but that's his name. My baby, he is 5, and he came from the hospital from birth. So Emmett Taj, I've literally from birth, and so that child, that's my baby.
Yeah.
He checks, he act like he my man. I told him I had a meeting tonight. He said, with who? Let me see your phone. He trying to investigate. And then And then his mom told me that she was pregnant during one of the visits. I was like, well, I can low key see this, but I didn't know what was going to happen because she did have other children. So I didn't know. And
Hmm.
then I got the call for a pickup, and I was like, I'm on my way. And
Yeah.
I literally went to the hospital and I picked my daughter up from the hospital.
Wow.
And you can't tell Miss Desire more nothing. She's every bit of me. She act like me. She got my attitude. I want to fight her 9 times out of 10. She wears my shoes. She walks like me. She puts her perfume on like me. She has her own collection of perfume so she can stay out of my stuff because I told her she's not at that level.
Right.
So you can't wear my stuff yet.
Right. We're gonna get you a little
But
Spider-Verse little spray.
but that is my baby.
I
And
love
I'll ride for mine. They
yeah.
um
Yeah, you
so
do.
and
All
their
four of them.
adoption all
All
four all
four.
four and because but with their adoption it was a tad bit different because I was actually going through a divorce, but I did not tell them I was going through the divorce. I told them we was separated
Yeah, it's
because
gonna
I,
get some
I
more
didn't
patience.
feel like because I was like, I don't, why do y'all need to know I'm going through divorce? And if she already signed a paper signing over her rights or whatever, why y'all got to be over here? And why does their adoption rely on my divorce? And so
You got a
I
point.
never I never said anything, but my ex was actually being messy and actually called and actually told my worker, and she actually was like she didn't know when she called it was over the weekend, and my worker just so happened to be the caseworker on duty for the weekend when she called and was like, oh, Stephanie and Courtney, they're no longer together. They live in different houses, da 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 this. And then she act like it was not her. And she was like, I've been y'all worker for ever, like years at this point. I know you guys' voices on the phone.
Right.
So
I
and
get
to
that.
this day, my ex still denies it.
Well,
And
here's
so
the thing. We're glad that you got the kids because they are
and then my
you're with them all the time.
2019, I mean no, 2021, 2019, 23. When I 23.
Hmm.
21 is when it was finalized, my baby's actual adoption in December.
Wow.
And
That's
so
crazy. Yeah.
so I have
They
two
rock.
sibling sets and I'm on the birth certificate. They mine. They're mine.
I love that.
They are loved.
Yeah, they
They
are.
are loved. My oldest is the only one who still remembers because he was 4. And
Yeah.
so that's the I feel like I'm a different type of like I hear the little horror stories. I was like, I feel like I'm different because mine's had a chance and they didn't that's the thing. My kids parents birth parents literally had opportunity to get them. They did not do what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So that's actually the reason. So it's not because like I was like, how many more tries y'all gonna give? Because like it's years at this point. Like
Right.
but California is really, really big on reunification. And
Yeah.
so they kept trying, but if you I was like, well, it feels really one-sided that y'all trying and they not trying. So what we
Right.
doing? Because they're
Yeah.
wanted and they're
Right.
loved.
Very true. Yeah, they are. And I see them often, and you definitely take care of them. So that's huge.
Those my babies.
They needed a hug. Okay, so I got two questions. First question is, and this is why I ask everybody. My first question is, what is the hardest part about living with your, or we're gonna say MS, about living with MS? What's the hardest part?
Um not knowing when it's going to act up because it's an invisible disease. People look at me and don't. You wouldn't know that I have it.
Yeah.
Unless it's active. And that's the thing. It can become active at any time because it is my nervous system and that's what it controls, the nerves. So
Exactly.
every day I get up, there's no guarantee that I can't walk. But I trust and believe and I know that I can walk. So I get up anyway because I trust in God and yeah, I just know.
Very
So
true.
because I have that attitude, I feel that's what it is. And But that's the biggest thing. Is just I deal with the pain. The pain is nothing to me. I have a huge tolerance for pain at this point.
Right. We get
So
it.
so it's not that, but it's just the fact of me not knowing from day to day what can
Yeah.
happen, because that's the kind of disease it whenever it wants to act up, it will act up.
Right. Very true. I definitely get that because I now that is what we have in common because I get that side of life. Okay. So my next question is, what is the most rewarding part about living with your medical condition?
Hmm. Now I was about to say something funny like my handicap parking spot.
Because we get the perks.
Cause I know people be looking at me when I hop out. Like they
Oh my god,
I know they be looking at me like ain't nothing
that
wrong with
was
her.
that was so good because that's true. We get the part. We listen. If they see us, they move out the way automatically.
And when you go to LA, you can park for free with your handicap sticker certain places.
Oh my! I be telling everybody, you need to go to LA. Let me ride with you because I promise you, I got you. Where you want
I'm
to
like,
park?
I got my handicap sticker.
Where you want to park? We can park. Where you want to park? Where we going? You want downtown LA? I got you. Now that's good. That's good.
I really mean, I really do love my handicap. But then there's times, I'll be like, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna go ahead and be grateful. Then I'm gonna park, and then I do. So I do. I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna park down here because I'm gonna be grateful on today, Lord.
It's balance. It's balance. When I need it, I'm gonna use it. Or when I
Yeah,
don't.
and so that's what I
At least you got options.
do. Until I'm mad, like, why are these handicapped people here? I'm upset. Why everybody here? I ain't got a parking spot.
Or you got out at the same time. What do
Uh,
y'all need?
uh, and so that's the only time I really get an attitude when somewhere is packed during the holiday season. I can't park where I want to park.
Oh my god, that is so funny. That's true though. That right there, oh, you got me in tears because that is so funny. Okay, so for someone that is dealing with MS, because it is an invisible girl talk, right? It is an invisible disability, and people underestimate what you deal with because they can't see it, right? So
Yes.
for those that deal with either your medical condition or conditions that are invisible, what is something that has helped you that you can share with them to help keep them strong?
You know what? Each day literally does get better. And I
Yeah.
know that sounds super duper cliche to say, but it really, today is literally, or tomorrow is literally better than yesterday. That's literally how it be. Be like, you know what? I feel a lot better than I did yesterday. All right.
Yeah. So they not
All
that bad.
right. There we go. I'm over here making it.
No, for real.
Cause like I got, what is this? Yesterday I got some troubling news.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, Lord. All right. So we gonna balance this cup, Lord. My daughter, she from what she stuck a Q-tip in her ear and made her ear bleed, and she scared herself, but she only hit the canal, not the drum.
Okay.
And then my mom, she gotta have back surgery because she's for her lifting bodies all these years. So she's missing a part, a disc or something. She gotta have that. And now, my significant other he went to the doctor and he has blood in his stomach. And so the cancer could possibly be back.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Oh my
So,
god.
and we found that out yesterday. And trying to balance it, trying to
Right.
keep a smile on. So I
Yeah.
had to have my little praise break and cry in the car and come in the house because my babies are still looking at me. And they don't, my daughter, Mommy, why do you have tears in your eyes? Why are they wet? Your cheeks is wet. So
Yeah.
she sees everything. They see everything. They want to, Mom, are you okay? You need a hug. And so my son, he wrote me a letter. He said, Mom, I'm sorry. You look sad. I'm like, oh,
Oh
Lord, let me go. Let me go. I don't want them to feel that.
yeah.
And so try to walk away and play music. And that's how I actually get through everything. There's a lot of gospel music that gets played in this house. It's
It's an
because
everyday thing.
it's literally a everyday thing.
Yeah, no, for real. It
And
really is. Not a
my
joke.
kids, but I'm grateful because my kids see it.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
kids, they see, I explain to them my condition. They know about it. So they know if when mommy gets overheated, well, I gotta grab my fan really quick and
Mhm.
to but they're really attentive. Mom, you need some water, you need this. And
Yeah,
so they're really, really good at that. So I don't really worry.
that's good.
But I do worry, because they're getting
Yeah,
older and I'm
right.
getting older. And so, but it's me and my 4 pack.
Right. And
It's me and my 4 pack.
I appreciate your strength. Because we always have our talks of so that we be dealing with, and we have a lot of the same um side effects, a lot of the same. We don't have the same medical condition, but we do have a lot of the same. So we're kindred spirits in that area. So we be praying for each other all the time. But I always see your strength, and I see you with the kids, and I know the behind the scenes of what it takes for you to just show up. So I'm gonna tell you I appreciate it, and you're a fighter, and you're somebody that I definitely look up to for strength, because I know how hard it is.
I really do I just be trying. I'm like, it's just one me. Lord, why'd you make me the only child? It's just one me. I was like, Lord, I need somebody else to talk to about their mama. Now I'm coming to you. I was like, Lord.
That's that's so
I was like, see, now I gotta go get me some sisters somewhere. I told my mom, I was like, you know what? I gotta find you a husband because at this point I need a stepfather. I need some siblings somewhere. This is just
I need some
unacceptable.
help. Cause good lord, I just can't. I can't. Oh my god, that is so funny. Woo,
I need some siblings in my
that
life.
is so.
But that's why I was like, you know what? I need to open back up because I
Yeah,
kind of I did shut down
you
and
did
I
all
closed
the way.
I did. I shut
You sealed. It
everything.
wasn't a close. You sealed.
I did. I moved away from everything and I it was just honestly me and my kids. I literally just went me and my kids in the house and wherever they wanted to do we went and did, but in the house and I focused on them because I had so many different things going on in the midst of my last adoption. I had different CPS cases that was coming from
Yeah.
out of nowhere. And
Right.
so it was just so many different things. And so just trying to balance and
Yeah.
make it through.
I get that.
And I'm like, I'm responsible for 4 people's lives.
Mm.
And they're looking at me and what I do and how I act is going to affect my kids. And so that's honestly how I make it is my kids because how I look to them. I don't
Right.
I don't want to just look any kind of way. to
Right.
them because they are to me they are my judge.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're my reflection too. They're
Right.
what I do. They mimic me.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
so because they're my reflections, I want to make sure that I'm a good mirror.
Right. I love that. I definitely appreciate that for sure. Well, Stephanie, thank you again so much for gracing the stage. I appreciate it
You're
so much.
welcome.
I love you.
I love
I
you
love you like a
too.
fat kid love cake. You feel me?
Cause period. Oh, you not I don't know if you went on my Facebook page, but if you do, girl, Platinum. You gotta go see Platinum. Platinum shocked me. Do you
Okay,
remember
I'm gonna go see
Platinum?
platinum. I don't even know what platinum is, but we gonna go.
Treasure.
Oh, say less. I got you. I'm
She
gonna
did
go
a
see.
video and she just turned 21. And she's my goddaughter. And for you guys that don't know, that's my goddaughter. But when we were at Life, LCYD, that was my first child. That was on my hip. And so she was a little baby that was in there screaming with the gray eyes. And yeah, go see
Okay,
her.
I'm gonna go see it for sure. As soon as we end this, for sure. Gabe's gonna put you in the back.
Okay.
Don't log off though.
Okay.
Yeah, love you.
Love you too. Bye everyone. Good night.
Told y'all. I told y'all. It would the tear. Gabe. Gabe, what we doing? Gabe. Oh, but I forgot. If you were an office supply, which one would you be? I forgot about the before you go question. Okay, that's the before you go question. If you were an office supply, what would you be? That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
You know what? I would have to probably be a mechanical pencil
Come on,
because you
mechanic.
can't get rid of me.
That's true.
You can always reload my leg.
That's it. I think I would be a stapler to
You
close the mouths of people that keep talking.
Cause period.
Cause that's what I would be. Okay, now Gabe's gonna put you in the bag, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna end the show. Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Thank you, Gabe, because I totally forgot. All right, so what? A paper weight. Oh, come on, Misty. A paperweight. I love that. I told y'all okay. Y'all gonna get it. Cause my guests be too legit to quit. Like they're just top tier. Thank you, Steph, so much for gracing the stage. I appreciate it so much. Like your story. Um, although I've been knowing you for umpteen years, still I don't know I didn't know your whole story. So I appreciate you gracing the stage. Love it so much. I'm even more like inspired. You feel me? All right, so church announcements. Are y'all ready? Good. If you or someone you know has a disability and or medical condition, uh-huh, and you want them to be a guest on the show, or you want to be a guest on the show, if you want to be a part of the top tier community, holla at me. Let me know. Let me know what's it. You feel me? Let me know. Let me know. Because as you can see, One Me Brave ain't going nowhere. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I need y'all to hear me very clearly. If you have stubbed your toe, if you have ran into the wall, if you Tanya, I see you, I love you. If you have hurt your elbow, what does that have to do with me? You feel me? Go get some Neosporin, run your elbow under some hot water, go see Dr. Nyani Johnson at Raw Regimen and get yourself together because listen here. Our guests deal with some real life stuff. I mean, coming over here talking about you got a paper cut. Don't do it, cause you will get your feelings hurt. I'm just letting you know now, in Jesus' name, you will. All right. So if you or someone that you know wants to be a guest on the show, holla at me. I appreciate. Let me just say this really quick. I appreciate those that send me referrals. I love them. I love when people send me like, "Oh, this would be a dope guest." I appreciate you, and also because you have, we can, and that's it. Also, next Tuesday, we're live in Living Color, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern. We live. We like we ain't going nowhere in this mud. You feel me? At all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for doing what. Thank you guys so much for just watching. See what we girl. What you talking about? Thank y'all because you guys could be doing so many other things, and I appreciate you guys coming on the show, and just listening or commenting. I'm gonna say it every single episode because I don't take it lightly. I appreciate it, and I love you guys for it. All right, so with that being said, do not now. Don't hang up. Don't log off yet. I'm gonna be out, but you just just okay. Gang, I love y'all so much. I love y'all. Gay, get me out of here. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Gay, gay, get me out of here. Gay, that's your cue.